Hearts2Hearts, SM Entertainment's latest girl group, was a highly anticipated debut, but their arrival has been riddled with scandals and controversies, leading many to question if SM missed the mark on them. After years of build-up, SM Entertainment's newest group, Hearts2Hearts, was first announced on January 12th. The big reveal happened at SM Town Live's 30th anniversary concert in Seoul, where fans got their first look at the members and the debut date through an exciting teaser. Even though there wasn't much known about them, netizens were immediately impressed by their visuals, likening them to aespa's Karina, Twice's Nayeon, Triple S Heron, and former A-Pink member Naeun. Then, on January 30th, SM introduced the group's Instagram account and posted teaser pictures, giving fans a glimpse of the group's concept. The photos had an old-school film-like vibe, with a style resembling a schoolgirl aesthetic, which elicited mixed reactions from netizens and the fans who had been looking forward to their debut. Some seemed disappointed that they had gone for an overused concept and vibe, saying that it didn't even match SM. Others felt the concept was similar to what former Adore CEO Min Hee-jin designed for groups like New Jeans and FX, but they thought it lacked a unique touch to set it apart. A commenter said, "Is it so hard to bring something fresh? I know there's no such thing as a completely innovative concept, but when New Jeans debuted, it felt so refreshing since it didn't overlap with other groups." The group's first actual controversy came on February 10th, when it was reported that Zero Base One's Gyuvin, TWS's Dohoon, and Hearts2Hearts Anna were selected as MCs for MBC's Music Core. Before we go on to explain what happened, make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for all K-pop updates. Securing an MC role isn't unusual, especially for idols from major companies. But Anna getting 1-2 weeks before her debut had people debating whether it was due to her talent or the company's influence. A commenter wrote, "I'm happy for her, but getting the opportunity before even debuting is crazy, especially when we have so many other girls." Others argued that the whole thing wasn't as big of a deal as everyone was making it out to be. One Reddit user pointed out that this wasn't even the first time that SM got their idols an MC position before debut, recalling the time when NCT's Doyoung and Jaehyun became MCs for Show Champion when they hadn't even made their debut yet. Another said that since Anna's MC gig starts a week after her debut, people shouldn't be harsh on her. A similar issue arose when Hearts2Hearts collaborated with brands like Musinsa and Mega Coffee and also landed a partnership with the well-known character brand Hachuping. People noticed SM was pushing hard to promote the group, which is their job after all, but many criticized the so-called SM privilege for being too obvious. Some also pointed out the double standards among K-pop fans. For instance, when pre-debut Eyelit attended the Acne Studio show at the Paris Fashion Week, there were months of debates claiming HYBE idols were privileged and didn't earn their spot, even suggesting HYBE paid for the invitation. But when SM idols get similar chances from their companies, people don't react as strongly. These critics weren't saying Hearts2Hearts deserved the hate, but rather that it felt like idols from different companies were judged by different standards. Then, on February 24th, the group finally made their debut with the single album The Chase, consisting of a title track with the same name and a B-side titled Butterflies. Despite the excitement leading up to their debut, it seems like the song didn't quite live up to expectations when it was released. Some people really enjoyed it, feeling the song fit the group's vibe perfectly. They praised the members' harmonies, the choreography, and how well the song matched the group's overall style. There were others who thought the song was fine, but a bit underwhelming, especially for a debut song. A netizen commented, "The song is rather good, but it's just not eventful. Not enough is happening, it's not especially unique or different from the current trends." Although reactions were mixed, many appreciated SM's decision to give Hearts2Hearts a unique sound, with some speculating that this was the company's way of setting the group apart from aespa. There were also those who were utterly disappointed by the song, saying that it sounded more like a random B-side rather than the group's debut. One commenter criticized the song for its lack of uniqueness and depth, saying it felt overly familiar and difficult to connect with. Another said, "All of the SM girl group debut songs have showcased their vocals and concept even just a little bit. This debut was completely mundane to the point there was nothing to say afterward. However, given that they've only released 2 songs, it's too early to say if the girls have exceptional vocals or if they'll take their music in more experimental directions in the future. So far, the girls have delivered strong performances, showing they have a lot to offer. Now we just need to wait for their upcoming releases to form a real opinion." Little did the members in SM know, though, that the public reception of their song would be the least of their worries, as Ian, one of the members, would be faced with some pretty serious allegations. Ian quickly became a fan favorite after the group's introduction, thanks to her standout visuals and skills. That's why it was such a shock when she faced accusations related to school mistreatment not long after the group debuted. The whole thing was started by a user on YouTube who left a lengthy comment under the music video for The Chase, which was then shared on other social media platforms and online forums. According to the commenter, Ian had lived a trashy life before debuting, even getting into fights when she was in elementary school. It was said that Ian got into a physical altercation with a boy she didn't like at school, and in the heat of the moment, she threw a rock at him. The commenter said she had broken the school's water tank in the process and flooded the entire first floor. The original poster went on to say that instead of taking accountability, Ian then proceeded to play the victim and made her mom come to the school to handle the situation. Allegedly, Ian's mom got really angry and went as far as to force the boy's mom to make him kneel and apologize. The incident was apparently so well known in their area that even students from other schools heard about it, but that wasn't it. The accuser went on to claim that Ian and her group of friends were delinquents who had harassed and badmouthed teachers, even making inappropriate jokes and comments about them. They wrote, "You might not remember because you've done so many other bad things, but many students who thought well of those teachers were very angry." Another incident that was mentioned was Ian allegedly hitting a friend and getting recorded by someone else, who then uploaded the video to the school classroom website. The video was apparently deleted pretty quickly, but the original poster claimed that everyone was aware of the incident. In the end, the accuser mentioned that one of Ian's friends had gotten in trouble for smoking and another for mistreating a younger student. It made them think that if Ian hadn't become an idol, she might have followed the same path. They continued, "If I said I wrote this calmly without any malice, I'd be lying. But you and the people who know you will agree there's no lie or exaggeration in this." They also mentioned that if the message caused any issues for her career, it wasn't their fault, as Ian had lived her life this way, and they considered her the worst person they had ever met. The post went viral, especially on Twitter, despite there being no solid evidence of anything that was claimed. Though they admitted they didn't have recordings of Ian and her friends making inappropriate comments or pictures of the broken fish tank, another user claiming to be a classmate backed up the story by posting pre-debut photos of Ian. However, despite the accusations, a lot of people found them hard to believe for several reasons. For one, it seems like mistreatment accusations are a rite of passage for SM idols after their debut. In fact, the wild rumors surrounding SM groups have been around for years, starting with SHINee's so-called pre-debut scandals. Back then, the members were hit with bizarre rumors. Jonghyun was alleged to be the son of a gang leader, Key supposedly belonged to a motorcycle gang, and Minho was even said to have joined a gang to fulfill his grandmother's last wish. Make it make sense. Then, when Girls' Generation debuted, they dealt with their own share of gossip, with Tiffany being targeted for her blog posts and Jessica accused of dating Super Junior members. Crystal from FX also faced rumors about her character, with people saying she used to torment her classmates. NCT wasn't immune either, with Taehyung's name being dragged through the mud for accusations of mistreating schoolmates and stealing money. And who could forget the rumors that spread about Johnny, suggesting that his absence from EXO was due to mistreating Lay. Then aespa's Karina faced accusations of mistreating classmates and bad-mouthing her seniors, and Giselle was caught up in rumors of underage drinking and being a school tormentor. You also remember all the attacks that the Rise member faced before debuting, which culminated in Seunghan leaving and receiving threats on his life. Knowing all this, it's not strange that Hearts2Hearts would be the next victim of these rumors. Second, just like with most of the rumors we mentioned, there's little to no evidence that Ian did what she was accused of. It's not hard for people on the internet to post their renditions of The Glory with an idol as the main character, but they should remember that serious accusations come with a lot of responsibility. If they're going to make such claims, they need to back them up with evidence, and graduation pictures just aren't enough to make a case. The most important thing that seems to prove Ian's innocence is that there are more people who have said that she didn't do it rather than the opposite. Netizens who claim to be Ian's classmates describe her as friendly, kind, and confident. They acknowledge the fish tank incident, but clarify that it wasn't due to her mistreating anyone. Instead, it happened during a fight with other kids and was later blown out of proportion to ruin Ian's image. SM also wasted no time in responding, threatening legal action against anyone spreading rumors about Ian and the Hearts2Hearts members. They made it clear that there would be no leniency or settlements, and those responsible would face consequences. The agency also reassured fans that they are committed to protecting their artists in the future. Even though this was a good sign, many fans found it hard to believe their promises. They pointed out instances where the company promised legal action against those spreading rumors or invading idols' privacy, like with Seunghan. So fans of other SM groups warned Hearts2Hearts fans that they shouldn't count on the company too much and constantly ask for updates on the legal proceedings if they want any real work done. Fortunately, the rumors were mostly ignored, and they didn't cause the damage the accuser probably hoped for. Now, with their first song out, the group's future promotions and comebacks will likely seal their place in the industry, as they are clearly here to stay.